I'm not going to say more speed. Rab Johns is an exceptionally talented man over 800. His range is phenomenal. So the men's 1500 meter race is off and away then. And Ted Higgins will wear 480. So he's the man who just slots himself into second place behind pacemaker. It was set to be Henry Fisher, who's looking to take them through 156. We're looking for 58, Rosie. They are getting after it. They're not hanging around. Now, how's Wakefield's winter gone? Haven't seen him really on the cross country. We know he loves racing on the track. And rare for a man to come into the sport so late as Wakefield, but make such success of it. So you've got the Higgins brothers and Wakefield. They're your top three. They're the ones I said would probably feature. Now, Rab Johns and co are going to have a little work to do in that chase pack. They're almost racing amongst themselves. I can't see them coming back to these guys. They're in fine form, I must say. And the likes of Jack Higgins, European cross-country mixed relay medalist, former national champion over the 800, and Ted Higgins, 13:36 over 5K on New Year's Eve, Rosie. He has strength as well as speed.
Yeah, he absolutely does. That 5K on New Year's Eve was a sight to behold, wasn't it? It was a very, very exciting one round at Battersea Park. So, yeah, it's going to be very exciting to watch these three do battle as we let this race progress, but that gap's going to keep opening up unless that chase group can look to start to make a move to kind of latch onto them. But I think you're right, Matt, these three are going to really push themselves further along, and it's going to be a race that goes one of three ways.
Well, 128, things are just starting to slow. Look at Harry Wakefield in what is fourth place, but you take the pacemaker out, he's in third in the red there. There's been multiple occasions he's just tried to get on the shoulder of the Higgins brother and just almost looked to move up. And I think he's just said to himself, what's the point? You know, it's going to be too much effort. I'm only going to gain one spot. I was running on the outside for a little bit. So I think he might pay the price for that. Now, they're going to enjoy the pacemaker pulling off these Higgins boys. They look very, very comfortable. They would have wanted a little quicker through 800. 158, 159. It's going to be a burn-up. It's going to be like a training session on a Tuesday night for these brothers. But factor in Harry Wakefield, the vet 35, by the way, looks smooth, and he always has a good close. But these two have run 145 and 146 respectively over 800 meters. Surely they've got enough to hold off Wakefield. Who's going to make their first move?
Yeah, when you lay the stats out like that, it just goes to show how quick it really is going to be and how ferocious these closing stages are going to get, because neither of these brothers are going to want to give it up. Not only will they have their training rivalry, but their sibling rivalry as well will mean that they will be adamant not to let the other pass or let the other one win. So these two, stride for stride pretty much, as we head round the top bend once again. Wakefield happily sat in third, and we're going to have to keep an eye on him. The brothers, of course, will be looking to work together and be quite a formidable force, and we can see a gap of maybe a metre or so opening up there, but Wakefield really needs to just stay alert and try and stay on it if he wants to have a chance to strike in that last lap.
Yeah, Wakefield's going to key into his form now. He just needs to focus on himself. These Higgins brothers are off. They were 244 with 400 to run. What are they going to hit this last lap in? It's still Ted from Jack at this stage. Jack is your national champion over 800 indoors from 2024, so almost 2 years ago now. And he knows what his brother's like. He knows the strength his brother has. And I think Ted was able to just dictate that speed through the latter part of the race just to make sure he's going to have enough against the 800-meter specialist in his brother Jack. Oh, you cannot separate these two. 3:39.52. And I tell you what, Mark Hookway watching on their coach probably enjoys the fact they're together. I mean, how do you console a twin? You know, if one of you is beating the other, it must be a tough journey home. But that's the dream scenario, right? You come across the a line as equals, but a big close. I mean, I make that a 56. That's a 56, 55 close for those, man. And that is very impressive. And that's something which you look at the British Championships indoors, you can really work with if you can close in 55. And that, the way the race was run, sort of 158, 159 at 800, then it slowed, 244 with 400 to go. It's a championship style race. You know, everything bunches up, everything slows through the last third of the race, and then you get ready for a big kick. And boy, did they have it. Look at that. Inseparable. The two twins had a little bit of time away, not too dissimilar to Wakefield, and then came back, and they are absolutely thriving. And I can't wait to see what they can do in the summer. Here we are, coming off that final bend. Ted leads pretty much every step of the way. Jack almost has him on the line. Rosie, have you got the official results yet?